because 8's coming now, and so many racers defining who's gonna make top brackets, who's gonna go into the Challenge Cup. We're gonna find out today, and without further ado, let's actually switch over to our layout and then hand it off to Tuba and to Kolfra. Take it away.
Hello, everyone. Yes, welcome to qualifier number 8. We have 18 runners today, which is kind of surprising because I think it's quite early in American time today, which is. But yeah, so with me is Tuba, but Tuba's having some.
I think we're good now. I should.
You see? Hey.
Yep. Weird. That's the second time that has happened where the second the intro starts, I just stop hearing everything unless I reconnect. But we're back. So
welcome back.
Thank you very much.
So
I'm super excited for this.
Yeah, it's pretty last one until the tournament actually begins. Well, technically it's already started, but I guess depends how you work on it. But yeah, we're just about to start in 30 seconds. I don't know, quick expectations. Touchy.
Oh, of course. It's a choice.
Always the touchy. Leafless, right, as well, yeah.
Yeah. Yesterday the seed gave you a little flack. You could have gotten it early, you just had to break logic for it. But most people didn't. We're hoping to see something a little interesting today. I'm especially interested to see what our hints are going to end up being. I've got like a little thing pulled up. Mm-hmm. So hookshot starter. That's nice.
Oh, well, touchy. Forbidden Woods and Earth Temple. And Kilp is warping away already. And Shizuka, whereas Claire and KitKat are reading the hints. So Kilp is on outset and Shizuka is doing the Cliff Plateau route. I assume too, but I will distract you.
Oh, yeah, I'm just writing down the path hints. That's usually the only thing I write down.
Right.
You see a Darknut mini boss has nothing today. Oh, and first chest has the Rainbow Rupee. We will not be seeing that today, but that is a fun meme.
Okay. Shizuka is now reading the hints, but Kilp is trying to break into Mesa's house. KitKat's going to Mother and Child. See if that's got anything interesting. Oh, we got our first spiky chest.
Something.
It's a pearl.
Alright, pearl. Yep.
Required.
We see KitKat going into Mother and Child and then immediately warping out. That is the beauty of chest type matches contents. We just can see whether we want it or not, and we just leave accordingly.
Yeah, so just to quickly recap, this tournament uses chest type matches content. So chests will change types depending on whether the content is useful or not. And then also we have hints on Coral. He'll just dish out 4 path hints, 4 Baron hints, and 7 item placements, I think.
Yep, a total of 15, 4, 4, and 7.
And we have a first shield as well underneath Link's house. Kind of vanilla, French vanilla, I guess, but
it also fulfills our outset to Jawhala hint.
3 runners going through Cliff Plateau. The Kelp is the odd one out, but who knows, it might work.
Mm-hmm. I think both plays here work. Cliff Plateau is something you can do really fast, really easily. It kind of tends to be a very safe early play, especially if you don't need everything. Well, if you do need everything. However, for Kelp, that is a great find.
Really nice find. Wow, that's pretty early as well. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, they all start with the basic sword, but no shield. And yeah, there's progressive sword and shield. Yeah, Kelp is now reading the hints, so he is now knowledgeable in this fight.
Yep. Didn't
And
see the early outside play worked out in terms of the hints as well, but
yeah, he didn't know that until now.
yeah. Both bow and shield fulfill the path. Yes and no. The bow is a little tricky. Can be path to Jawhala, but the important thing to keep in mind is the only way that's going to happen is if there is a key, whether it be big or small, on left side. And if the fire and ice arrows end up blocking the light arrows in some way. So, that's something important to remember.
Keep in mind also that the bow is out of logic. It does technically require the bombs as well.
That is very true.
But also Bird's Peak Rock does have something useful. It's a sword. Very nice.
Love to see that.
It's important, but we don't have Phantom Ganon in this seed, so it won't introduce another check.
Mm-hmm. Also, it looks like the item that they stored inside of Cliff Plateau ended up being a Picto Box.
Ooh.
Yep.
Very nice.
So, one of the big reasons why you would ever consider doing something like Cliff Plateau or another thing before the giant monstrous hub that is Windfall is usually you would hope for either a Picto Box or the delivery bag in order to do a couple more things while you're there on your first trip. And I would place a little more. Also, I must have missed where Kilp is sailing. I'm not sure which salvage. But they're getting a grapple out of it, so it worked.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's at Horseshoe. Yeah.
Oh, I think Kilp might be planning to do Leafless, maybe?
Ooh, interesting.
A spicy play.
So, yeah, something interesting about Windfall Island is that we have short side quests done, which introduces quite a lot of checks into Windfall Island, which kind of changes things from Season 4, which is why Windfall Island is considered, like, check heavy, and you probably will come back quite a bit, day and night, etc.
For any Uter players in the audience, I think Haiti has summarized it best, calling it Super Kakariko. Because you end up coming back a lot. Oh, there's the delivery bag, so we're going to have a really good early Wind Temple. Also, very well done by Kilp. It is not an easy trick. Unfortunately, not paying out, though.
Yeah, unfortunate. Another 2 Tingle statues from Tingle. Wow. Okay.
Classic.
What about the maze? So with the delivery bag, we can pick up the trading quest as well, which is really nice. I'm guessing the maze does have something, as Claire is she just walked out. Okay.
I was about to say, I didn't think it was anything. Just looks like she's walking out.
Usually most people I know save and quit at that point to do Lens of Door cancel.
Yep,
but she hasn't spoken.
Yep. That's usually the route that I like to do. So Sir Kilp, gonna be another Tingle statue. Sorry, ADHD moment there. It was like I saw something shiny. But Sir Kilp opting to take that opening hook shot immediately to Diamond Step, which makes sense because it is indeed Sphere 0. So
he's being able to do Horseshoe Leafless is a big plus in terms of routing.
Yeah, for sure.
Even though it's quite a tricky strat to pull off sometimes.
Yeah, that is one of those. I've been playing this game for many years. I just have opted to not learn it. It feels. I mean, it feels that there is a strat, but it's just random. Sometimes it feels. It's really peculiar. I know it hurts. It hurts sometimes.
I'm guessing there's only one spiky in Diamond. It looks like.
That's what it looks like, and it is Note to Mom. Oh, that is something that after going to Windfall, Kilp will be able to check. So,
I missed what was in the maze chest, I think. But we'll see it from KitKat's side.
I'm pretty sure it was not a spiked chest. I wonder if it was either on this peak or if my eyes are just getting bad.
Oh yeah, because Claire left, didn't she? So, yeah. He might not know about the... Did he do the peeking? I didn't even realize.
Didn't even see if he attempted the peak or not. There is a chance that he just doesn't know about it. KitKat is a newer runner coming over from the Skyward Sword scene, who has been both he and Jaznix have been seeing some really quick improvement.
So Shizuka tried to do the roll clip, but the angle was slightly off.
That is the one thing about Javelin Roll Clip that it gives me anxiety every time. It's like, I am just going to jump right into the loading zone.
Whereas Kilp right now is setting up for Lenzo door cancel, so you just got storage from Coral. Or
As
from
is KitKat.
Okay, lights off for Kilp for now. So the kids, Catch Killer Bees gave a rupee, nothing useful. Let's see what Miss Marie has. It's a Cabana Deed. Helps out, I guess.
It does help. There's a lot of potential for it to... ooh, that was really close from KitKat. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I just saw that tingle loading zone and about had a heart attack. Yeah, the Cabana Deed is useful. However, we do have the hook shot immediately starting out to just immediately skip it. So there's a good chance that Killer Bees is just kind of a dud check again today.
I've heard that happened a few times. Like, I've seen some of the chats around it.
A lot of people... It wasn't really a thing to just skip it since you can walk around and do it with a lot of other things. But Butterlord recently has been attempting to skip it just to see as of late. And it's working out for him.
Hey, what does Lenzo hide? Breaking into his house. Oh, one chest.
There's something.
Shard.
Alright. Now, unfortunately, Kilp did not go to Cliff Plateau like the others.
Oh, true.
Yeah, unfortunately, no Picto Box to continue to cheat your way through like KitKat will be able to here.
That's a quite huge time loss in comparison, because doing it all over again takes quite long.
Plus, you can somehow just pray that Pompey-Vera has nothing.
Oh, it's not often you see a hook shot to the lighthouse.
It's always nice. It's just one of those things that just feels so good to route in. As opposed to just having to walk all the way around.
Yeah. But yeah, Clara is doing the Mila check, but I'm assuming she's gonna do some sort of door storage.
I believe she's already done House of Wealth. I think she plans on taking it up to Lenzo. Oh. Rude.
Ivan's, KitKat's having trouble catching Ivan, but to get it in the end.
That is the one thing about the door cancel route. It puts Anton in kind of a weird spot. Sets him a little further back, so you can still catch Ivan at the bottom. Definitely, like, it feels a little... feels rigged sometimes. just standing there in your way, just giving Ivan a free pass to run by.
Okay, so 2 checks, Mila and Pompey.
Alright.
Ooh.
A bottle from Mila.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay. Beedle's
Right.
shot.
So Kilp isn't going to get too punished here for not getting that Picto early. Still could get punished if he opts to check it a little later, but...
I mean, he needs to get Lenzo's chest at least. So he does need to go... Oh no, he's already got it, hasn't he? Okay, never mind. Excuse me. Just a Pompey check.
It really just depends on when Kilp opts to do it, if at all. If he opts to not do it, then that's just free time save. If he opts to do it when he has Leaf and the Deluxe Picto Box, that'll help out a little bit. Oh, actually, now that I think about it, I think I got a hint from Minenko this seed, so maybe not the Deluxe Picto Box.
Oh, so Minenko is a treasure chart.
Yep.
So Picto is actually... Well, from our knowledge, it's dead.
Only the one shard on ledge. Nothing actually needed to take a picture. I think that one of my favorite things about Season 5 is just with the amount of different things you can do with short side quests, you never see the same route for Windfall on any runner's screen.
Yeah.
Just a lot of different things you can end up doing. It does look like we're going to have our first person to fully leave. Clarion escaping the early Windfall.
Yep. Good time to visit Mother and Child to grab a fairy as well.
For sure.
Before heading off to Outset. Because I believe we are definitely going to get a grandma play from her.
Yep. And this is another thing that's going to be a little awkward for Sir Kilp going to Outset early. We'll end up having to go back just for Grandma. What is the win condition for Wind Waker Rando? So there are 3 main categories of items that we're looking for. We're looking for the fully upgraded Master Sword, which is split into 3 upgrades so that we can break the barrier. We're looking for 3 bow upgrades so that we can defeat Puppet Cannon. And then we need all of the Triforce shards in order to get down into Hyrule in the first place. The big things about those items is that they often get locked by other items, especially Triforce shards, because we have a setting called Race Mode, where we put Triforce shards on the bosses of a certain amount of dungeons. So oftentimes it becomes look for that core set of 3 items, and then also, since we place them in dungeons, look for the dungeon items that you need as well. And then, of course, there are things like the Tingle statues or pieces of mail that can hold those items as well.
So I missed what was in Beedle's 20 rupee slot, but I did see Kilp get a Tingle statue from Note to Mom.
That is 4 out of 5 currently, I think.
Yes.
I didn't catch if we got like a Tingle Foolish or an ankle hint. I don't remember seeing it.
Kilp's doing some squats while he waits. He's got grapple, Claire saving Grandma. Lots of movement.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And we've seen a lot of divergences already, but it's interesting that even so far, Claire and KitKat had kind of the same route. Shizuku following behind with kind of the same route. But then after Windfall, we saw an immediate divergence. So the bosses that have an X on the tracker, those are non-race mode dungeon bosses, and the bosses and the dungeons themselves will not have anything.
Yep.
That is the beauty of race mode. You can guarantee that you do not have to go in there. That's all 5 Tuya statues.
Yeah.
We're going to be finding that very soon.
Well, so Kelp needs Note to Mom, which was on Diamond Step. So it might take a while. Oh, sorry, that's Kit Cop.
Yeah,
Kelp will find it, yes.
Kelp's going to have all 5 coming up right here. So.
The 2Ks.
Yes. Both on the left side of the screen.
Yep. Okay,
Well,
and so... What? Oh, so she's going to Horseshoe.
So it looks like we're going to see a second leafless horseshoe today.
A shard in Paw Prints behind the boulder. I'm guessing. Wait, what's he from? Just had a pearl.
Yep.
Okay, I missed that one as well. So that's 2 pearls down.
2 not really noteworthy pearls that don't give mail. We do need them today.
Mm-hmm. It'd be nice to have Leaf as well.
And it looks like neither of these 2 runners are going to opt to peek right boulder, so...
Oh, can you peek it?
You can. It's not the greatest, especially if you need the left boulder. But you can...
Oh, just leap off, right?
Yep, you can angle your camera upward and leap off of the boulder going out of bounds. It's definitely a dolphin supremacy strat, because you can see a lot better with the dolphin graphics.
Right, yep.
I know a lot of console players have had trouble seeing as they jump off.
So Claire is trying to do Leafless Horseshoe, and she did get it this time. Failed once.
It is a hard trick. Claire showing off a few more basketball skills there than golf, swishing that third nut right into the hole. Alright, I'm excited to see this coming up from Kelp. This is a really, really early ankle. So...
Yeah, 21 minutes in and already ankle. How crazy.
And we get... bait bag.
That's really funny, I don't know why.
So... that is interesting, though, because we do have a headstone... LA Demos hint.
Yes.
So that's probably going to come into play here. Big thing that I'm interested in is when are we going to end up getting their power bracelets or bombs? Because we do have a Bomb Island path to Godin. And that has the potential to be a lot of things. One of those things being kind of bait today with that command melody. But...
Oh, command melody. Yep. But it should also lead to Leaf somehow, I guess.
There's the potential for it to lead to Leaf, which would be nice.
To Mom. Is that...
Yeah, Shizuku, I think, did Diamond Step early with Hookshot.
Okay.
I mean, hey, nailed it.
I think, yeah,
Like-
did he do that first try? I didn't even realize he did it.
I think that was first try.
Just as Shizuka's going in, Claire's coming out. Still haven't seen Grandma's mail yet.
Yeah, or at least if it's been seen, I haven't noticed.
Oh, so Great Fish is dead.
Nice peek from Claire there. One thing we have not seen yet, and I don't remember if it was just because it was hinted or not, we haven't seen anyone dip early into Islet. I know a lot of people...
Islet is foolish.
Islet's foolish. Alright, perfect. I think I might know why now.
So I got Ice Ring is foolish, Needle Rock is foolish, Islet is foolish, and Dragon Roost Island is foolish.
Love that Dragon Roost hint. That's a nice hint.
Savage Labyrinth is disabled.
Whoa! I've never seen that from Kilp's side. New Fear
Completely
unlocked.
missed it.
Clipped so hard into BPR that they fell out of bounds backwards.
Huh.
And had to swim back up the island. That's a new one.
I think Grandma's mail was Moblin's mail.
Another delivery bag. One trip to Windfall Wonder.
Seems to happen quite a lot, these fetch quests.
Oh, yeah.
Shizuka's... Note to Mom, okay. Oh, so Claire... Did Claire do the trade quest? I didn't see what item she got.
No,
Iron
it had
Boots.
Iron Boots.
Okay.
Okay, so not the seed.
Okay, so it's actually a good time for Claire because she's on Windfall Island, so she's gonna get Moblin's Lair and can give it now.
Saves just a little bit of time not having to work back.
She's still missing a Tingle statue, apparently. So, oh, paw print. Okay.
Has not been to pop print yet.
So Maggie gave Piece of Heart. I think
Taking a little bit
Shizuka
of time. Yep.
just wanted to check. Or either check or show off, I don't know.
You have a beautiful display like that, you have to show it off.
True.
The big thing at this point that I'm waiting on is just when does someone commit to checking top of headstone?
So... I mean, so far only... Well, actually, no, Shizuka just got the bait bag as well, so...
Is no... So, this isn't necessarily a no major glitches race. Most anything is allowed. The only things that we do not allow are barrier skip, so that we require all of the Master Swords, a puppet cannon skip, so that we can require all of the bows, and then a couple one-off fringe things either just in case they become good, or in things that are like tasks only that you're probably not going to do, but just in case we want to cover our bases. Those being fairy item manipulation, where you can dupe the item you get from a great fairy. Back in time, which doesn't really have a lot of uses, but in the off chance that anyone ever finds one, we'd just like to be safe.
Cool.
Ooh, that's our last pearl on
Yeah.
Cabana Ledge. That's dirty.
Still no leaf.
Yep.
No leaf. But yeah, that's tough of banner. I think KitKat forgot to do a chest check on Diamond Step, so I think he went back in.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But then he doesn't. He's gonna be a bit disappointed that this is a plain chest. Yeah.
Yeah, just kind of rolled his eyes on that.
Ooh, boomerang.
It was from the male.
That was from the Pearl, I guess.
Yeah, and more importantly, was not the Calidemos headstone hint. So the headstone island is going to lead to the leaf in some capacity.
Well, Chizuka is going to outset. I don't think he's done Horseshoe Island yet.
Understandably, with no leaf.
Still missing the bottle. Oh, he hasn't done Mila yet, so he hasn't got the bottle.
Classic off Mila Gambit. I respect it.
Okay. Beetle's 20 rupee was skull necklace.
It looks like we're going to have two runners converging inside of Beetles to grab some bait bag stuff.
No.
We'll be on top of Headstone soon.
Straight to Headstone. Okay, this is exciting. What could it be?
Honestly, Artemis, don't rule that out. I could see that happening. Yeah, that's just a leaf.
Yeah, it looked pretty flat. That's all I could say. I don't know what else it could be.
I'm pretty sure it was the leaf.
Oh, Shizuka didn't grab any bait.
Who did she?
Back.
Interesting. I'm not gonna have to come back for a while to check it.
Well, there it is. The fabled green leaf.
Green flying machine.
Green.
So I could, because Shizuku actually has holy Kalidemos trifecta. Pardon me, of leaf, boomerang, and grapple. I could see just committing to Forbidden Woods here.
Yeah. Easy play.
It's a dungeon out of the way. Got
Sorry.
No, sorry. We also have a male Path to Godin hint, so pushing that Orca male is not the worst thing now.
So he just has to be careful with his arrow count because he doesn't have a boomerang. He should be fine. Oh, he missed the...
Shizuku does have a boomerang.
I was looking at Kilp's tracker or Shizuka.
Yep. It's kind of... Well, Shizuku is using a wider screen. I don't think that she has a tracker on her display. So
Yeah, at least not on stream, yeah.
yeah, so
It was a bit confusing.
it perfectly aligns with Sir Kilp's tracker, who is on right side of his screen for us, so we're just like, oh, whose tracker is that?
Yeah, Claire got her leaf as well, so she'll probably be going straight to Forbidden Woods as well.
And Kelp following right behind. Ooh, yeah,
Ooh.
not quite gonna get there.
So he was going towards Forbidden Forest earlier. Did he change to Forbidden Woods now?
Maybe? I'm not certain.
Yeah, so Claire's going to check top of tree. On tree branch, sorry. Which I think
that looks
Shizuka was trying to do, but he was too far away, or too close to the well. Same with Kilp as well, actually. So 3 people trying to do the same thing.
We've got a lot of people converging onto this area. The only difference is Shizuku. Is the only one with that boomerang. And that's Deluxe Pictobox up top, I think.
Wow. Yeah, they all know he's dead, though. Because of the hint.
Kilp just immediately opted to just say no. Absolutely not. So Symphonic does make a good point. The male Path to Godin hint could actually be fulfilled already with that note to mom.
True. Small island chest is spiky. Okay. Shard. Nice.
And that's something. Lost a little height from Shizuku's side, ended up having to go back a little bit to the grapple point.
Okay, so now at least Kelp and Claire should be going into the dungeon. Okay.
Yep. And I'm sure Shizuku will probably end up following.
Yeah. Kikka is just about to pick up his leaf, so he'll probably be following as well.
Yeah. Shame. KitKat would probably be like super duper close right now. It was just that unfortunate diamond step. Their mispeak, mistrack, or whatever ended up happening there.
It is difficult to see that chest though from the pot.
It is.
A bit awkward.
Opted to, if I'm going up with the fiery stick, doing a side hop jump slash in order to get another shard. Wow. In order to get onto the ledge, and then without moving, I'll turn my camera to peek. And usually I can see it from there. Not a perfect science, and it could also be another dolphin supremacy moment. But yeah, that is 4 overworld shards found so far. We only need 1 more. We got another spiky chest here. Forbidden Woods being loaded, as it usually is.
Yep. Good luck to our trackers for tracking this.
Yeah. Tracking through all of the storage is not necessarily the easiest thing in the world, but...
I think Kikka's struggling with the well to get to Forbidden Forest.
Yep.
So is Forbidden Woods going to be chocked full of swords and bows and arrows again, or shards or something? It always seems to be full of like swords.
Something. Yeah. Well, we've gotten at least a shard so far, and something else that is good enough to be in a spiky chest. All eyes are on Looks like a sword.
Oh, from... Did Kilp jump off?
Kilp opted to just jump off immediately, so...
Yeah, okay.
Oh my goodness, Claire, I have not seen that strat yet. It's a new one, or at least for me it is.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
it's
she
cool.
opted to keep chest storage. Which not a lot of people do.
I didn't even know that was something you could do, so... I've been around for a hot minute, so... Yeah, I learned. It was really cool. That is the beauty of this rando. It does not matter how long you play this game, you are going to learn something new every once in a while. The metagame often is constantly adapting, and there are a lot of things that you can do with storage to make the game much more dynamic.
Hmm. See. Round. Careful of the hanging nuts.
Yeah, that room is deadly.
Very scary, yeah. Not opting to do the peak, which is fine. With chest storage is that enough height? Okay, cool.
The opting not to do the peek in this room, in my opinion, is not a bad strat.
Hmm.
If you peek it from the bottom and it's nothing, you save like 10 seconds. However, if you peek it and it's something, you lose 10 seconds. So, over the course of time, it does just even out.
Okay. Mini boss is dead. Nothing useful there. Claire's trying to check what she got.
It's just that sword. It does look like on her personal tracker, she did notice, so.
Kelp is doing chest storage to get into the basement. So they don't have a boomerang.
Yeah, that's
I don't
fair.
think you can't shoot that down with arrows, can you? Can you?
Nope. Even if you can try to shoot it with arrows. I've seen people walk around the flower using the sword. Even if you get all 5 of the cords cut, it just stays there suspended in midair until the gravity-defying flower in the middle will just continue to float until they repair themselves.
Ooh, wow.
That's another bow.
Yep. As always, Forbidden Woods.
Now, the fire and ice checks today are not very good. We have Needle Rock and Ice Ring being foolish, and I believe Fire Mountain was one of our sometimes hints, so being dead. So really, the only things we have are Transparent Chest and Creep, and that's it.
So one of the Vine Maze chest was dead. The other one gave a small key.
So also dead.
Yeah, so I think the only way Claire can get to the basement is through chest storage. She doesn't have bombs to do a clip, so... Or ledge grab, sorry.
I mean, there's always... Also a door storage route that you could do. I don't know if you can actually do it in this room or not.
True. Forgot about door storage. There's just so many ways you can get to the basement. Like, depending on what you have.
Almost like they wanted you to get there.
Oh, that's the big key. Nice to have.
Getting open chest storage. I think Claire's gonna do in doing the door storage route from this room.
I have a feeling you can. I don't think I've tried it before though.
Yeah, I don't
it's janky.
see why it wouldn't. Oh, I could also see it being janky since it's lower to the floor. I mean, you can't get more jank than open chest storage, so...
So Kickout just managed to get into Forbidden Woods now. I think he was struggling with the tornadoes. Yeah. So she's already opened the chest from Morth Pit. Technically, she still has the chest from Hole in the Tree that she didn't open.
The big thing is you could just do the door storage strat from...
Oh, yeah. Yep. Sorry.
I do think that more often than not ends up being faster. I think if you were to get this open chest storage faster than what Claire's getting it now, which there it is, would end up working out. I think another thing is Claire was probably also potentially hoping not to have to do like the big key chest or something if the big key was down there. Right, it looks like
She's through.
Just fine, not an issue.
Yeah, I think it's like if you're too high up, then it clips you back inbound into the water, right?
Yep,
Be careful.
I wonder if that was what was happening with the camera there.
Mm.
The camera went straight up from the top.
Also, interestingly, wasn't Kelp in Forbidden Woods?
Yes. Also, there's light arrows, okay. Well, Kelp's gonna get bailed out by getting a boomerang, so I mean, works too. Nothing there. Okay, either we do have a Forbidden Woods big key hint, or Claire's just gonna opt to skip it regardless.
Forbidden Woods big key was a chart.
Yep. So...
And Kelp is doing the Labyrinth hammerless, which is interesting. I'm not sure, maybe he wasn't confident in doing Forbidden Woods with just the bow ability.
Potentially. The nice thing is, with Season 5, there is the warp into Forbidden Woods again, so...
which... He did open, actually, yeah, he threw it. I remember him using a bomb.
Not even the dungeon warp. I'm talking about, like, you can actually... Oh, that's sad for Shizuku. You can actually just... There's, like, the little pillar of light outside of Forbidden Woods now.
I thought you had to kill the boss for that, right?
I don't think so. I think it just opens the second you enter.
Oh. Interesting, okay.
Because I think the whole idea behind it is if you were forced to hold up Forbidden Woods, that was just to prevent casual players from having to go all the way up Forbidden Wood or Forest Haven twice.
Oh, right. I never knew that. I always thought it was like the boss warp kind of deal. Huh.
Just need one of those for DRC now.
Yeah, DRCs is kind of a pain.
Yes, it is, Artemis. Been missing a lot.
You know, that kind of makes it more worth it just dipping into dungeons. I never realized that.
Yeah.
Ugh. Ruining my plays.
It doesn't work very well. Yeah, it unfortunately doesn't work very well with, like, the half of the dungeons.
Right.
Actually, honestly, just any of them except for Forbidden Woods and DRC. It does look like Cabana was dead. I don't remember seeing anything from Kilp's side, so...
So Claire's done with Forbidden Woods now. She's still missing the pearl from top of Cabana. And I have no idea where bombs are.
At this point, we're just missing the only locations that are accessible to us are Use fire and ice checks that Sir Kelp is about to check. Hop across floating boxes. Please no. Then does anyone? Oh well, this answers my question I was about to ask. Has anyone seen Angular Peak yet? Let's look down to Claire's side, and we're about to see it.
Did she check Orca?
She did look at the mail. I don't think it was anything.
Okay.
So I did not get a good look to see if that was spiking or not.
I couldn't see what was on Angular. I couldn't tell if it was spiky or not. And I guess Angular Peak is dead.
Saw it and it looked like it was a wooden chest. And so is transparent chest. Reeb, bail us out, buddy. Come on.
Kelp.
Help.
Reeb.
Oh. I'm not really sure what's left at this point. Except for hop across.
Oh wow, hop across? Really?
Yeah, it just might be hop across.
That's wow, that would be amazing. Yeah, I think so. From my tracking. It looks like hop across is the only thing. So for Claire, she needs to go to Cabana to get the pearl. Same with Kit Kat.
That is a very rough pearl placement. The top of Cabana is just like one of those checks where it's like, yeah, awesome whenever you can route it in with Cabana, but if you're forced to do it before you can actually do Cabana, not as great. The Kit Kat showing off the storage from Morph Pit Strat. Upped a little low there, though. I was a little nervous. So here's something important to consider. We still have a bomb island to go to unfilled.
Yeah.
Right now, there are only two things that can be our path, which are the bombs or the command melody.
Yeah.
So, that's...
Well, yeah, I could imagine like the worst case scenario is that hop across is like power bracelet, which then leads to bombs on Bomb Island. Maybe is that possible?
I do think that would be possible. Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to think of what other scenarios could come to pass. I mean, it could always be, you know, just the classic power bracelets and hop across, man melody in Island. That would be bad enough on its own, but then you could also get like bombs inside of Earth Temple. But Claire does have Furor's Pearl now. I also think Furor's Pearl was the mail that led to Boomerang, so that's even more just BM, honestly.
Oh, that's true. She's gonna check Cabana first. Oh, Shizuka's going to Tachi, so
we're gonna see.
Let's go.
But yeah, so most of our runners today probably are not going to need command melody, unless maybe like something in the basement of Earth Temple is required. But for the most part, our runners are probably just going to opt to not use it just because it's slow. It's still in the logic, so still something you have to consider that the logic thinks you need to beat the game.
Ooh, Kit Kat only has 4 arrows left. It looks pretty...
Ooh,
oh
yeah,
no,
that's
no!
not it. Yep.
Oh. He's not gonna.
He's gonna be real disappointed to find that none of these drop arrows.
Yeah, that's so unfortunate.
Don't save.
Yeah. I wonder if he knows where's the best spot to get arrows. It can be kind of tricky.
Well, I mean,
Does it be the last?
Another option. There's Shizuku at hop across right now. It is indeed a spike chest.
Here we go.
We got our power bracelet dream. Hear that.
Wow.
As delivers yet again.
Yeah.
Bless.
So that actually opens up Bomb Island and 2 other checks. One in Pauper and one in Outset.
With the Bomb Island to Godin hint, I would shocked to see our runners go anywhere else.
Well,
Zuku is sticking around in Tachi though.
yeah, I wonder if he's just gonna open. No, he's not just gonna open the warp part. So he's gonna keep going.
Yeah. Trez, you gotta hide. Soul is just gonna show up when she's done and just summon all of the Trez seed hate that she possibly can. Now, Kit Kat's actually here at Cabana, which is good for him, but also it's kind of sad. I think he knows about the 30 arrow refill in the barrels that you can get. That would have been pretty useful.
But if he checks mail, he's gonna get the boomerang. If he checks mail.
Yeah. 0 arrows is going to be a problem in a lot of other areas. Also, the rat just pushed the statue off of the button on Shizuku's side.
Dang rats.
Now, there are a lot of things that can be employee of the seat, but that is definitely like the most minor inconvenience that like I think I have to give the promotion to that rat. Kit Kat was not happy to see that boomerang there.
Yeah. That expression, yeah. So yeah, Suzuki can skip the chest guard because it's hinted as, I think, Rainbow Rupee.
Yep, good old Tingle Rupee. Classic Trevor. I don't see Claire or Kilp sticking around after they get the power bracelets. I think once they get it, they just immediately dip to Bomb Island.
Which, to be fair, is only 1 quadrant away from Tachi as well. So
Claire giving us a bag of eternal disappointment.
Okay, what item is being forced upon us?
It's either drums or command melody, or something leading to it at this point. Just trying to think of the worst outcome. I mean, there's always Maggie's letter, if we just wanted to make this a chain, like, just a chainmail event. A wallet for Shizuku, okay, finding something here.
Is it mailbox? Mailbox apparently still leads to Godan. Did we find mail? Tingle statue, which led to leaf from bait bag. Maybe that path is done.
And for the most part, all of our paths are going to be fulfilled in some capacity here. Since the outset Jawhala could be... Well, it's got to be for the Mirror Shield at this point, because all 3 bows were accessible. Redstone Kalidamos was just the leaf. The mail to Godin was the note to Mom for the Tingle statue, for the bait bag, for the leaf. You do logically need leaf to beat the dungeon, even if these runners know how to do it without. Oh, unfortunate.
Bombs on Baito mail. Oh, a ghost ship chart. We still haven't found that yet, actually. That's true.
Definitely could be bombs on Baito mail if the seed decided to be a jerk today.
That would be really harsh.
Honestly, that would be like... Any other chess seed could not compare to that.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Okay, so it's Angular Cave. Angular Cave is the only thing open. So does Angular Cave have bombs? Is it just going to be a long fetch quest for bombs? We don't have Earth Temple. We don't have Command Melody yet.
No.
We need Command Melody for Earth Temple to open up at all. It would have to work because we don't have Skullhammer either. It's much more likely to just be bombs at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, there is still, what do you call it? There are still some other checks that need to be checked now with that. There's the bomb, well, not bomb mail, sorry. There's the print white boulder. Pig, I believe.
Yes.
I mean, there are other options to have said hammer. If you are begging for the best Trez seed to end this qualifier, you're hoping for Command Melody. If you're running this said qualifier, you are praying for bombs. Oh boy.
Okay. She's still continuing on with Tot G. Oh, so he knows mini boss is also dead as well. So
Shizuku will not be able to fully beat the dungeon without those bombs. Because you need them to kill Godin by the end.
yep, he's hungry for some bombs.
Alright, fingers crossed, what are we getting here?
Okay.
Oh
Here we
my
go.
goodness.
Yeah.
It's just bombs, it's just bombs.
Oh. Boring.
Now, it is important to note that Command Melody still has... It's a very limited selection on where it can end up being. Because it can only be... Because we've seen a little bit of Tachi from Shizuku. It can really only be the first floor.
Yeah.
Or one of the leftover overworld locations.
Claire is actually going to Pauvrant first before checking any of the... Before going straight to Tot G, so...
A bad play, honestly. Maybe consider leaving Big Pig for last, just because painting it with Earth Temple would be nice.
Yeah. What mail is this? Oh, this is bomb mail.
Looking at Claire's tracker, a nice... Oh my goodness, so many, so many meme items this seed. But looking at Claire's tracker, looking at the locations, she does not have a lot of overworld left. So...
Yeah, I think after this is just the eating the pig. And then obviously the Maggie's letter in Windfall.
Claire opt to do Hammerless Cabana. Oh, there's that Command Melody, okay.
Right, okay. Which means Skullhammer has to be in... Oh,
Skullhammer has a few more options, especially now that
Yeah.
we have that command melody. Could be anywhere that we haven't seen. Nice fire arrow from Sir Kilp. Can be anywhere from inside of Tot G that we haven't seen yet. Or it could be in the first couple checks of Earth Temple. Possibilities are endless,
Okay.
honestly.
Touchy.
Okay, another bottle from the wallet mail.
Spiky.
Mila skippers are celebrating right now.
That's true. Oh, well,
There's
that's
that
Skullhammer.
hammer.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's it, pretty much.
So, only things that runners need that we don't know of yet are a sword or a shard.
Hmm.
So, we've got an entire Tot G and Earth Temple to scour. So,
Oh, is that
most likely... Sorry.
Oh, no smoking. Okay.
Dungeon items early on.
2 small keys on the first floor.
Gives the late stuff more opportunity to be things. You know, assuming that 2 of them aren't hinted dead. Like we might have now. As it currently stands, I wouldn't say that any runner is in a crazy position that they're like super likely to win. I'd say it's kind of close between Claire and Kilp.
Oh! Claire ran out of arrows.
No!
Yeah, so she was trying to
Awful.
peek into the wall, which is important because it's a Skullhammer. So she really needs it. Oh, she's gonna chest
Honestly,
storage into it.
Yeah, I mean, that was a really quick chest storage, so it works.
This will be fine. And thanks to CTMC, we don't have to worry.
Mm. Storing dead chests in CTMC is such a liberating feeling in comparison to what we've had in previous seasons.
Yeah.
You sit there and store a chest and just get nervous every time. Just like, did I store something good? I can't just save out of this. Now you don't have to care. Yeah, Kilp has a bit of a lead here in Tot G in comparison to Claire. But Claire has that command melody from Pawprint. Which, although it's not like gonna be the biggest deal breaker, because Kilp probably could skip it, there's a chance that it could pay out, and honestly, Kilp will probably end up clearing to find it before going to Earth Temple anyways. So it's really close between the two right now, I would say.
I mean, to me personally, I think it feels kind of risky not having Command Melody in Earth Temple for the basement.
I would agree. The basement you can skip it, but it's going to be slower. Especially if just on the left side as you enter has something. You don't need Command Melody to open it, but you're going to have to push some mirrors. So, Shizuku has done a little more of the Tot G puzzles. Oh, at least whenever they re-enter, not going to be an issue of being behind in statues. They do still have the entire first floor to do, and we'll also need to dip the second Armos statue.
Also, I think both small keys were locked behind bombs as well. Now I think about it.
Yeah, I think they were.
So yeah, so he couldn't progress to the top.
That will kind of work out, considering I'm gonna have to check second Armos anyways. It does still suck a little bit.
Oh, Coral shame. Reading all the hints again.
Thank goodness that it's into. Thank you, Tanjo, for making that instant text. It was always painful whenever it was not instant text, and you would just have to sit there for another 20 minutes, just holding B and taking a quick nap.
Yep. Okay, so he's heading straight back into top G. Has got bombs.
One second, I'm gonna do something to my audio settings real quick.
Yep. Got the hop on Kilp. That hop is can be a bit difficult to get, surprisingly. But they're skipping the mini boss room because we know it's hinted to be Rainbow Rupee. No, Orange
It's
Rupee.
a hop I still need to practice, honestly.
Yeah, it's a bit.
It's not as easy as it looks.
Yeah.
It's very cool, though. You can give the time by getting it.
Okay.
We do have all 4 runners in Tot G now, so everyone get your resident sleepers in chat. Welcome to Wind Waker's equivalent of Quad Forest. We're going to be here a while.
It's just so. Whenever I do this Tot G, it just feels so draining. It just. Ugh. Horrible feeling.
We got another spiky chest. Second
Okay.
almost.
Ooh. Oh shit.
The thing about Tot G, I would argue that Tot G, in terms of skill, is one of the easier dungeons to play through. That's also part of the reason why, because it's also one of the longer ones, just sit there and go, hi, why am I here? Could have done so much more with my time. We could have had FF in instead. At least with Wind Temple, I'm doing something. And does look like Kilp is basically done with the brunt of Tachi, though. Just has to get this last statue, the big key chest, and then get the worst boss in the game, and then we're good.
Ugh.
Classic bats.
Plastic. Oh, another one. Oh.
Classic bats. Great equalizer. Oh my goodness, thank you. At least it knocked him up. Oh my goodness. God, if it wasn't... If they didn't move so fast around the room, I genuinely think it might be meta to just kill those keys before jumping down. The problem is if you don't have Boomerang, you don't even have a prayer of targeting them. They just move at supersonic speeds until they notice you. interesting. We're going to have 3 runners in the same room here in a second. All in different stages, though. Claire is saving a slight bit of time over Shizuku by doing the leaf pump strat to get up instead of using a statue. It's not an easy strat to do. So. Oh my goodness, those keys on Sir Kilp's side just not letting up. I was able to dodge because one of them charged, but there was a second where I was like, there's not a lot of window to jump here.
So I think what's interesting is that, so I'm pretty sure, I'm not sure what Shizuku, sorry, I keep saying Ka, has left in the other world, but he's basically matched with Claire, even though Shizuku did most of Tachi already.
Yeah. Oh, people wondering about that. We actually have 2 runners. Out of the 40 runners, we have one named Shizuka and another named Shizuku. So sometimes that's hard to keep straight.
Oh, I actually thought they were the same. I thought that was Shizuka.
Oh,
that's why I was a bit confused.
This is Zuku was around a little before season 4.
Right.
To like other log, but it disappeared for a little bit and then kind of made a surprise comeback with these quals. Very competent runner. Has a lot of the right ideas going on and is able to keep up with runners that we see a little more frequently, like Kilp or Claire.
Right.
Claire was another prize, but a welcome one. Was scared for a while that we weren't going to see her do some quals, but very glad to see. And it was no shock to see her skyrocket to top 8 in seed, at least currently.
Hard required there.
And I would have been so happy to have that pair if it was a half hour earlier, you know?
Yeah. Oh, that's a shame, Artemis.
Yeah. Hope you are feeling better, though. And you'll be super busy with the upcoming Finish Cap Randomizer tourney coming up, which I'm also very excited about.
Ooh, that's a double boss door unlock.
Yeah, near simultaneously.
Yeah. So yes, welcome to Go Down, 3 runners. Kill slightly ahead.
Kilp will be done first with the caveat of not having the command melody that Claire has. So there was nothing else really in Tower of the Gods, so you're we're looking at probably at least something in Earth Temple. The only 2 overworld locations that I believe we have left we don't know about: Maggie's Letter and Big Pig. So we don't have that Maggie letter, so I think we made quick work of that phase. Very well done. But we do have Claire finishing first out of the very close entries into Godin, but Shizuku not far behind at all.
Yep.
Kelp is warping to outside here.
Ooh. Interesting. Trying to think.
Might just be playing to the odds here, trying to. I wonder if he hopes that Command Melody is here and that he can maybe skip the boulder.
Yeah, I mean he does have 2 mail checks, one from a wallet.
Yeah, they're for bombs.
Bombs as well. Oh, okay, you didn't get bombs.
So getting that spin, huzzah!
Yeah. So I wonder if he's gonna go to paw print to get Command Melody, or just commit Command Melody-less into ET.
Well, assuming that there's nothing from Sir Kilp's side that we're missing, he's gonna know that it's Command Melody.
Yeah.
So he can make an informed decision from there. Although I'd be a little nervous about committing, at the same time, like, odds aren't necessarily, like, super low that you, like, or super high that you need it. I could see him going with either, but
Shizuku on the other hand is going to put paw print first.
Yep.
And Claire is probably just about to go to ET after the big pig.
Also getting that arrow refill from the side
Ooh.
of Oh, that's a sword. Okay, that's
wow. Okay. I wasn't expecting that.
good. So that is a required big pig.
Ghost Ship chart
there's
as well.
Ghost Ship chart. I didn't even think about Ghost Ship. Oh, if it's the last shard, our runners are going to be very happy. If it's not, well...
Yeah, I think you would definitely try to clear Overworld, right, before going to ET at this rate, knowing there's only 1 shard left.
I think I would, personally. But, I mean, I also understand the sentiment of following the check density. Check density has burned many a Wind Waker runners before.
Claire's setting up for Super Swim. So if you are sensitive to flashing images, turn away from the screen, or Claire's screen. Now.
It looks like, if I were to guess, Claire's probably just going to swim right to ET and just opt to not even think about Ghost Ship right now. So honestly, I'd say I blame her. Looks like it's nothing entering and promptly leaving, so Claire getting rewarded for that. You might sit there and say it's just 1 check. It can't possibly save you that much time, but sometimes it can make such a big difference. We're seeing here.
Yeah, I mean, if they got a shard from the overworld, they can pretty much just go mode ET, which can be really quick.
Yeah, for sure. With today's case, since it's looking like the shard is here in Earth Temple, being able to skip that 1 overworld location, it does make a difference.
Yeah, so the difficulty is where that shard could be. ET is quite difficult to route depending on how you want to do it. And which check you go first, which side you go first. I mean, Baito technically could also have the shard, so it could be pretty rough.
Yeah, there are a lot of routing choices that you can make. You don't know where the shard's going to be in here, or I don't know. Like, there's no way of knowing. It's just kind of just make your choices and you hope they're right.
Yeah, I think what makes it so complicated is that it's not really a linear route through the dungeon, in a sense.
The kind of census play that I've seen a lot of people make is just go all the way through and do Jalhalla, Usually doing right side. They leave this chest so that they can store it for left side. They usually do basement first just because basement is crazy quick. That's a Moblin. I think you're just now getting the Moblin letter. For some reason, I thought it was these, and I was like, wait, what?
Moblin, oh, it's from Grandma. Oh. It's a late Grandma check.
Because Shizuku, I don't think, did Mila, right?
I don't know.
We were
Probably?
talking about Shizuku not having the Mila bottle.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, Shizuku's a bit behind in terms of checks then.
Didn't even realize.
Oh no!
Throw. That's like the worst. That's like the worst place to throw it to, because it is just in the water. not even near the shore, just in the water. In quick work of attempting to push him back to shore. Still hurts.
Okay. So Claire's doing chest storage off the first chest, I would say. So she's still got...
First transparent.
Yeah. She's going to go left side? She's going to go straight through the middle? Straight through the middle.
Straight through the middle, in my opinion, it does make sense. If that shard is somewhere on the way, it saves you the most time. It gets you to Jawhala earlier. And you are just presented with that, oh, do I go basement or do I go left side? A conundrum, for sure. Important thing to watch, though, will be key count. It looks like Claire still does not have a key.
Yeah. She did store some either a key or a big key. We don't know.
So eyes are on this room as to whether there might be a small key on left side or not. If there is, that is the odds toward basement a little more. Here's a second key. We know that there had to be at least one. And if we don't find the big key, well, we probably really care because it could be anywhere, really. Talking about odds, of course.
So, no, that's a brown.
Right.
Okay. So she's gonna store this again. Kelp might just open a chest that Claire's stored, depending on what he wants to do.
The important thing is, since we did not find another key chest, we know that Claire stored another small key, not the big key. So there's at least a small key on left side.
Yeah.
And big key can just kind of be anywhere.
Oh, I didn't even check what the transparent chests were. Didn't realize. Looks brown. Oh no, wait, that's a dungeon item on Kelp's side.
Is that not what Claire stored?
No, she stole the one behind the wall.
Oh, well, in that case, throw everything I just said out the window.
So yeah, so she stole the key. So she has.
And it was
I hate ET. I just hate ET's logic so much. It just confuses me all the time.
It's crazy. We do know that she did at least store a small key because Kilp opened it.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of what Kilp stored one or not.
Yeah.
If it's the big key, then no, a small key has to be left side. If it's a small key, then it's 4 checks versus 4, 50-50 gun. Claire making use of that hurricane spin, very nice. The fans, as some might say.
We need to make Tanjo guarantee a meme item along the route somehow.
To be fair, Vim, so the bombs were locked by Tachi because Hop Across had a progression item. It had power bracelets, which then led to Mirror Shield in Bomb Island, which then led to the bombs on Angular. Just kind of a really annoying fetch quest.
Oh, let's show Hollow down from Claire. It's just that one shard now.
Where could it be? 1 and 9. Best assumption is that Claire is probably not going to gamble. That doesn't look like it. Not gambling to go out to Vital Mail. Claire does also have Ghost Ship that she doesn't know about. Really, it's more like a 1 in 10 for her, even though we know that Ghost Ship doesn't have it.
So, left side or mirror? I think most people do mirror first. I don't think she... Did she delete it?
Did delete it. She save warped out of Jawhala. Oh, in order
Wait,
to...
no. I thought if you enter the boss room, you get the item.
Do, with the exception of small keys. Small keys are a little different.
Oh, okay. Because of the number count, right? Yeah. Of course.
Gotta enter a place with a dungeon counter.
Yeah.
So, Claire is opting to not... Oh, no, okay. Here we go. Thought she was gonna do the route that I do, and I was like, oh my gosh, finally someone else. Is much more, a lot of people hate it, and I understand why, because it has potential to soft lock you.
Yeah.
Random. But you do the big key before the Stalfos crypt. You walk out of the boss key area, it actually opens this room. Without having to shine the light on it, so you don't even have to play command melody.
Yeah, like this... The falling wall thing. I think we worked out, actually, it's based on your current idle animation when you walk out the door.
Really?
Yeah. But obviously that's difficult to predict, so...
Yeah, for sure. I think Kilp ended up voiding,
Ooh.
so...
Well, there it is.
Store this chest. Alright, well, okay, that is go mode
Well,
for
there
Claire.
you go. She went straight there and got it. So... That's a big GG.
Yeah, for sure. Not having to do left side is always a plus. Having to do
So
the
she-
key is always a plus.
So she could have technically continued left side by chest storage.
And then climbing up the statue in the hub room.
Yeah, and then... What was it? There was another key on the right side. So she would have been able to get the mini boss easily. Without having to do the whole leaf around business. But yeah, luckily she doesn't need to bother with any of that.
She is just out of here, going to be entering the Hyrule Warp.
Yep.
I don't think anyone's finished yet, so there is contention to get pretty close to top finishes, if not a top finish. Often Hyrule, from entering the warp, takes around 7 minutes, 7.5. Can be done sub 7, but requires like like
Yeah.
gameplay. Not necessarily task gameplay, but better than your average.
It's extremely difficult
Yeah.
to, especially with Puppet Cannon kind of like flaying around.
Yeah, for sure. Sometimes Puppet Cannon just says no.
That's a nice hurricane spin on the barrier. Love to see it.
Validated. Love it, love it.
Oh, so Shizuku, sorry, doesn't have chest storage, so
Gonna
we'll
have to. I think
normal way.
Shizuku was around whenever we still did Earth Temple semi-normally.
Right, okay. So I might not know the strats.
Earth Temple has been updated a lot since Season 4. Now it used to be that we got all of the crazy storage strats to go through. We used to carry Medley through. That was the fastest. Oh, how young and naive we were.
Yeah, now you can do it all mirrorless and everything.
I will say, for all 4 of our runners today, our small, like, setting the runners apart here and there, but, like, not all 4 runners at least in Earth Temple today. Like,
yeah, that's pretty good.
So just shouting out KitKat there because I don't think he had done a lot of 5 practice. A fairly new runner, so
yeah,
being this close to the pack is good.
I think I remember doing some races with him in Season 4. But yeah, it's good to see him again for Season 5. So Kill is checking Baito mail.
I see.
This is the thing about ET, it's just there's so many paths afterward.
Beat Jahala, now what? You have 3 choices.
Yeah.
And pray.
Oh. Baito only giving some love. We don't want that.
But at least Kill did reset back. Must have saved outside of the dungeon, which is a little bit of a shame that you have to walk all the way back in, but it's better than not coming at all. Big question, which way does Kilp go?
Oh, okay, it's a
For
pot,
the warp
so...
pad. Alright,
Yep. Straight to mirror.
Kilp is going to be able to say no to left side today as well. First shot from Claire there. Very solid PG1 from Claire.
Oh, Kelp is going into the big key chest.
Just gonna go for the risky route. That I love. Lose him a little time in comparison to Claire, but potentially a lot more.
We're going to see a crypt shot.
2.
1. Oh,
Not
early on the
quite.
second one. Kelp's opening the big key chest anyway. 100 rupees. Whoa. It wasn't big, but it was brown.
Right, fingers crossed. Alright, we're safe.
Nice.
Get through. Wasn't nervous at all. Works every time.
Oh, so KitKat's actually doing left side first, which is
It's unfortunate.
to see. Yeah. He's doing the hard grab as well. I find this trick quite difficult to do.
This grab is temperamental. You have to grab by the stairs. And
Nice.
right there we go. You have to grab it by the stairs, and you have to angle yourself enough that you don't just fit once you let go of the leaf.
Hmm.
Claire climbing the rope, and we still have not seen a finish yet.
Ooh, getting tense.
No kidding. We might get a first place on Restream here today.
I mean, she did find the shard pretty quickly.
Did, yeah.
So-
Not having to do left side, not having to do ghost ship or vital mail.
Yeah.
Things working for her here.
Okay, Kelp is just following now, so he's gonna go to Hyrule and Ganon. Oh, Shizuku not realizing about light arrows.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, Star Force is really
Making-
difficult.
Still making fairly quick work, though.
Yeah, that was pretty
Wow.
impressive.
Alright, your GG's for Claire in.
Well, there you go. GG's.
Is first place for Claire.
Wow.
140.09. GG's.
I wonder how close other people are. It's quite intense.
No kidding.
Also,
Yeah.
140. That's for first place. That's pretty high, isn't it? From all the qualifiers we've seen.
I'd say so. Not having Beth definitely hurts the time a little bit. We did end up having Forbidden Woods, though, so that stepped it up a little bit in comparison to like Sea, but For the Gods and Earth Temple are still long. I would not be shocked to see a couple finishes coming in not on Claire's tail. The way I have to use my fingers here. Opting to use Hookshot here in Hyrule.
Shizuku. What's Shizuku missing? Do they need to do Jalhala?
I'm gonna assume Jahala, but did they forget to open the warp pot, maybe? Also, do they have boss key?
Oh, true. I'm not sure where Bosky was. Did they... Oh, they have chest storage. Okay. I didn't realize they had it or not. Nice hurricane spin sounds. Love it.
spin might be a controversial item for a few here and there, but like, love it. So much fun. So just satisfying to use in this fight, especially.
Yeah.
Also to use on the barrier. For me personally, I don't have to worry about it messing me up on Ganon, because I don't stand there and hold B waiting for him. I just quick spin.
Cool. Thanks for the raid, Claire. GG's.
Come on in.
Right, let's Jalhala down for Shizuku.
She'll be making her way into Hyrule soon.
Yo.
Hey Claire.
So,
Welcome, GG's.
Thanks. Thank you, thank you.
good dub so far coming in. We haven't seen another finish yet.
I'm kind of surprised, actually, because I don't know if you noticed, but I feel like my head was not screwed on right for some of these. You know, I'm like, oh, yeah, I've learned, I learned a couple things about physics, playing Tower of the Gods, definitely. I know how scales work. It's like really embarrassing.
I don't think either of us even noticed.
Okay, thank God.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, did you put 2 statues on one of them?
Put
Something like
3?
Yeah,
Yeah,
something like that, yeah. I did see that, I was like...
I put 2 of them down there, and I was like, wait, I'm a dummy. So I had to jump down there and throw them into the water.
Oh, right, that was you. I didn't know. I saw someone did it. I couldn't remember who.
Ay. So, you know, big smart, all that jazz.
I mean, to be fair, I think your routing was pretty clean. Like, you ended up on going to ET with just... Well, other than Ghost Ship Chart.
Oh yeah, that was the only thing I
yeah.
had left. Ah, God, I was like,
Yeah.
oh man. If Ghost Ship Start screws me, I guess whatever. It's a qualifier, but I'd be a little sad. But instead, I got the benefit of not getting baited by Ghost Ship.
Oh,
I'm like, come on, it's like 13, well, 12 checks.
Hmm.
I guess less because of the keys. But, so what, it's 9 checks to 1. Like, come on.
Share your mindset in that. So
GG's
GG's to Alex. Second place, 145.27.
yep.
Good finish
And-
for Alex.
Here comes another one as well.
Elijah, right
Here we go.
Elijah.
Let's start rolling
Comes the
in.
flood. All
Give
right.
us another few more seconds here.
There's another one.
Wow,
There's
wait,
Carla.
must be 10 seconds
GG's.
only between those two. Holy cow.
Yeah, that's
Wait.
pretty insane. GG's to everyone.
And exactly 30 seconds away. It's all 3 of the times. And it was actually like you and Kilp were holding hands for a little while when it came to like Tachi stuff.
Hmm.
The main difference was you had the command melody already, while Kilp didn't. Then after you decided to not check the ghost ship, while Kilp then opted to.
Yep.
Gotcha.
And then Kilp also opted to check Vital Mail.
Oh. So that's why Kilp had to do the big key chest. Because he couldn't get into the Stalfos room. Without, because he didn't have command melody. Oh, he does have command melody. I'm so confused.
He eventually got it.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's another thing that Kilp did. He did opt to do the big key chest before the Stalfos room,
Yeah.
trying to chain the two together.
Oh, yeah, because it opens it up, yeah.
Yeah. Risk the soft lock potential.
Oh, and that's an unfortunate trade for Kilp.
Yeah, shoot.
Ooh.
Almost wonder if that got buffered slightly.
Okay, Cod's struggling a bit in this tight room. But yeah, it's pretty crazy how after you did Jalhala, you basically zoomed straight to Stalfos room and got the shard.
Well, because
It
both the
was,
other ones, I could see they weren't spiked, so I'm like, alright, cool.
Yeah.
Good on.
So yeah, the CTMC, it's so weird. Still feel like I'm getting used to it, and there's like times where I'm like, like, oh yeah, Bomb Island, I better make sure to check the chest. And like, meanwhile, it's a path hint, so like it has to have something.
I saw you peek it. I didn't say anything, but I was like,
I literally, like, as soon as I did it, I'm like, why did I just do that? Like, it's good habits, all right? Good habits. That's what we're trying to do. Good habits.
yes.
But yeah. I was trying to think of...
Speaking of that Bomb Island, how about that chain? Top across?
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of the hints too, yeah, the hints were kind of wild. I just thought it was funny how they're like, yeah, here's a bunch of stuff that just don't do. I'm like, all right, cool. Here's 4 path hints, and then here's just a bunch of things you don't have to worry about. But yeah, it's like, I'm like, okay, you know, like something has to be. It's like Bomb Island is like, you know, Tower of the Gods, so it's like, all right, well, I'm gonna go straight there. Now they got power bracelets. Like I got power bracelets and hop across, and I'm like, oh my god. Bomb locked?
The second that we got Mirror Shield. Also, GG's to both Tanjo and to Sir Kelp.
GG's.
I got Mirror Shields. I'm like, there's the smallest possibility that Earth Temple. I'm like, oh
Yeah,
no.
we were.
I'm like,
we were
I'm going to
thinking
Angular
that, yeah.
first. Like, I don't care because I already knew it was spiked. So I'm like, I'm going there first. Screw everything else. But this could get nasty.
Yeah.
Got another quick snipe. DJ getting 7th place. Another 3 finishers in succession.
Yeah, everyone's finishing
going
now.
on
It's
in?
really busy.
You have Shizuku, the PG1 fight. You caught Injaw Hala, also still needs the basement shard still, but mostly not that far behind.
What, you mean Kit Kat?
I said.
He said Shizuku, and I'm like, I don't know if he needs the shard. He's fighting Puppet Ganon.
Let me
I know I've been
rephrase.
away from the game for a little bit, but I don't think that changed.
But GG's still on Amphi, 8th place.
GG's.
Season 6, Hyrule Dive becomes meta. Hyper dive into Hyrule, skip the shards. It's not a thing. That's not a thing, by the way, people. Because you...
Yeah, not yet.
Not yet. Probably not ever,
Yeah.
but you know, maybe.
Tanjo is working on it.
Yeah.
That's exactly the joke I was going to make. Just give Tanjo a little bit of time.
What did you think of the seed overall, though, Claire?
It wasn't too bad. I finally, like... Normally I've just been going to Windfall straight away, but then, you know, I had to remember, I'm like, oh yeah, Season 3, like, there was reasons why we didn't necessarily go straight there. And it's like, yeah, you can, you know, the Bird's Peak Cliff Flat opener, part of the reason we didn't do that in Season 4 is because you didn't start with Sword. So, I'm like, yeah, maybe it's possibly worth it just because we're back to freaking short side quests too. So you might get mail or something, or delivery bag or whatever. And it was Picto this time. And I've been a Lenzo door cancel Andy so far, but I didn't do it this seed. It's like the first time I haven't. Just because I got the
But
Picto.
with that Picto early, it definitely opens up the options for Mila, which is nice.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Mila, I think, that's the big part that like I hadn't been thinking about because again, I was still like on Season 4 brain. It's like yeah,
Yep.
with Mila, like having Picto, that's like a really easy thing to do at the same time. Like a very straightforward. Because otherwise, like the other ideal situation is you get Fire and Ice, but like you know, good luck.
Yeah. So,
Oh yeah,
with this,
Forbidden Woods. Forbidden Woods was interesting. Just doing
Oh,
it
yeah.
without bombs or boomerang. I was just like, oh man, it's been a bit. I'm chilling.
So taking a look at the standings, this hub ended up skyrocketing you to 4th seed.
Yo.
How does that feel?
Feels like I'm 4 higher than I was. Just happy to be here, you know?
Is that a Sir Kelp I just heard?
Yeah.
GG's to you.
GG's kill.
First things first, I have to ask, how did you feel about entire Tatji getting the power bracelets and going off into a chain? honestly.
Surf bracelets, NET, going to Bomb Island, going to Angular. That's pretty par for the course.
Yeah, it could have been much, much worse. At least we got that leaf early.
Yeah, I think your audio is a bit. Your audio is too low, I think, or Shizuku a bit too high.
Is this better?
Yeah,
That's
better.
much better,
much,
yeah.
much better. Yes.
Yeah, that was actually kind of interesting having. Anytime top of headstone is hinted, I was like trying to think about like, I'm like, if I get bombs or I get leaf, I'll storage my way up there if I have to. And then I got bait bag. I'm like, all right, I'll do that then instead. I'll do it the normal way. Sure, whatever, it's fine. Because it's Path to Forbidden Woods. And at that point, I already had grapple. So I'm like, there's a really good chance that this is leaf or leads to leaf.
Yeah.
And then it was leaf. And I'm like, awesome. So I was trying to get that as quick as possible.
We had actually seen we had seen the boomerang from Shizuku pretty early, as she opted to go to Cabana fairly early on. So we actually knew that it had to at least lead to leaf in some capacity before anyone checked it.
That makes sense.
Yeah, we were kind of bummed out that it was actually leaf though, because we were expecting something a bit more.
Look, we got it with the bombs though, so it's fine.
Yeah, I guess.
It's all fine.
So I'm curious, did anyone else not get Boomerang before Forbidden Woods and have to leave halfway through?
I didn't get it, but I ended up clearing without it.
I didn't want to do fire arrows on Calidemos.
That's fair.
You and
I was gonna do fire arrows on Callie, and then they gave me the bad pattern, so I just had to shoot it down normally.
KitKat also tried to just do it with arrows. Unfortunately, did end up running out. So they ended up having to leave, only to then get the boomerang directly afterwards.
Oh, that sucks. No, at least there's the warp. There's the warp now.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's season 5 hotness. Every time I do Forbidden Woods, I'm always like, I don't know, thrown off when I leave. I'm like, what the heck is? Oh, that's right.
Weird light.
I have to be careful when I go to like check. What do you call it? If I warp shoot Forbidden Woods.
Right? It hasn't happened to me yet, but I'm waiting for it. It will happen at some point. I'll go in it on accident.
I was sitting there like, oh no. Like, I pull the sail just to get a little closer, and then I veer off a little to the side, and it's like, just hope that the hook shot does not take me through that. Please don't.
Alright.
It would be funny though.
GG to Shizuku.
Yeah, GG. So where was, I don't even remember, where was Command Melody? I don't even remember anymore.
I think it was paw print.
Yeah,
Oh, it was the paw
print
print chest, that's right, that's right.
The big difference was the second that got those bombs, straight back to Tachi while you ended up doing that paw print just immediately after. So
Yeah, I knew it was spiked, so I was like, eh. It just makes sense to check a spike chest, if you know.
did you end up getting to peek it somehow? I guess I missed that.
Yeah, I think it was, I want to say it was the strat that Alex came up with, where as you're falling through the void, you just keep pausing, which gives you longer to sort of see it.
It's super funny, because like I talked about that a little bit, but didn't see you actually do it. I think I talked about it on your way out. I just missed you actually do it.
Yeah.
Wait, so did you get this shard and then come back in and do it again? To get onto the boulder?
Yeah, I went on top of the boulder twice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
I didn't see
I
that.
got the grapple check, I got the other one, and then I sidled the boulder, jumped off, and pausing in the air to check it, and then I sidled the boulder a second time to actually get the other chest. Oh yeah, I was like, man, maybe I'll get like, grapple or get bombs or something, and I can try and do paw print in like one check. So that's why I didn't go there right away. I went to outset instead, and then go figure, it was like, oh, the salvage core has grapple. Cool, I would have gotten that there anyways. Whatever.
Oh yeah, because you did a horseshoe leafless as well.
Yeah, I did it.
think
I did it at Horseshoe.
Kelp did as well.
Gotta love it.
Actually, the start
Also,
was
I
interesting.
continued my trend of every time I'm on Restream, I always mess it up at least once. Every time. I don't think I've ever gotten it clean on Restream. I always mess it up. It's not that bad, I swear. Maybe I'm just like subtly conning everybody. Like, yeah, don't do it. Look at all this time loss. Yo, is that true? 41 peeps? It's actually really sick.
Nice.
We've got a lot of people running, which is super awesome.
Yeah, so the start was actually interesting because I think Kelp went straight to can't remember exactly, but probably outset and then horseshoe
straight to
and then
outset.
I
dime
went
stab.
upset first because I started with hook shot, so I was like, maybe I'll get Picto over here.
I wondered if that was your line of thinking. I was like, the second that you went to horseshoe to dime step, I'm like, oh, they started with the hook.
Mm.
If I hadn't gotten Picto on like Cliff Flat Bird's Peak, I think it was Cliff that actually gave it. I think I might have done the same thing. I just went there
Ooh,
first.
kick up.
Oh,
Oh
it's an
no.
unfortunate side hop. That.
I just get grabbed by the voice at this point.
Yeah,
They put you outside the room with the warp pod and just warp right back in.
exactly. And the boys going back to transparent drift, whatever it's called.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I avoided a small key. It's like hopefully I'm like that'll be fine.
Yep.
I was starting to think like if I have to get to the left side, I'm gonna have to store the first chest and climb the statue up because I don't have a small key.
Oh, was that accidental or was that part of your plan?
No, I thought about it because I knew I stored a small key chest and then I entered Valhalla and I save warped out of there. And I'm like, oh shoot, I definitely deleted that. Whoops. So I was just trying to keep it in the back of my mind. Because normally I don't care because like in season 4, for example, you always void in 3rd crypt. But now since you can peek that chest, you might not have to. It's like I have to start remembering. I'm like, oh yeah.
Also, GG's to Crystal, 10th place, 159.55. Just go
GGs.
hide real quick.
And Kit Kat might be going to the Stalfus room.
Not too
They
far
They did
off
the
now.
big key chest, didn't they? It might actually just be open right now.
I think it is open.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is open.
I mean, that's like one of those like super hyper specific like weird trigger event things that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So I don't blame them
Why
for...
does it even open? It makes no sense.
I don't know,
Already
yeah, because
opened
I
up
guess
the
they
room in
just
vanilla.
assumed that you have to have like lit the room, so there's a trigger in there for some reason. But yeah, it's weird that like maybe there's a chance like while they were testing or something, like if you didn't load it in properly while the room was lit up, like it wouldn't open. So they're like, oh, we'll just add a trigger for it in the big key.
Isn't there
Just
like a
in case.
regional difference as well? Like in...
Ooh,
It
that I have
behaves
no
differently.
idea. No clue.
I'm sure I heard something about that.
No clue. I freaking ran out of arrows on the left side of Tower of the Gods too. That was a smart play.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, I've got 2 arrows. This is fine. I'll use one for the torch, and then I'll use one for the eye. And then I was like, oh, there's 2 torches. Like, why did I forget that? Like,
It was a good
I was
save,
thinking of like
though.
freaking DRC, like you know, where you, the pot room. I don't know how,
Yeah.
but this is at that point. I'm like, there's no way I make the water cycle. I'll just use both. And then I'm like, I don't think there's arrow drops, but maybe the yellow tree drops it. And then they didn't, and I'm like, ah, shoot. That was weird. That was another one of those weird, like... I'm like, maybe I'll blame it on the fact that the race is earlier. Not that it's that early.
Yeah.
Other than that, any life.
Definitely almost snoozed my alarm too much to commentate this morning.
I had one of those moments where I woke up and I'm like, why is my alarm on? Oh yeah, that's right.
Wow.
Like, why would I set my alarm on a Sunday? What was I thinking? Oh yeah, race.
I was too excited. I woke up before my alarm.
Yo,
Oh.
I was
it's a
like,
good feeling.
yo, get some sleep. You went to bed 6 hours ago. You need the sleep.
I am so glad that you ended up getting to run your 2 quals this weekend.
I am too.
I was getting so nervous with the OBS issues you were having.
So it turns out it was actually my computer hardware. There was one single cable that I guess was bad. So I ended up replacing it, and it works fine now for some reason.
How on earth did you suss that out?
Yeah.
I have no idea. I fixed it Friday night.
Let's go.
I mean, hey, got you, like the big ol' 0 on your best result to suddenly 14th seed. So look
Somehow.
at that.
It's a big jump.
Quite a jump. I was very worried I was not going to do well enough in my 2 quals to make it.
After I saw how you performed in the first one, I was just kind of saying, like, all he has to do is show up, and he'll at least make it.
Professional.
So Kit Kat is entering Ganon's tower now. Not too far from finishing himself. Kit Kat just had a couple unfortunate happenstances this seed. Biggest one I can think of being he left Diamond Step without being sure about a chest, whether he forgot about it or just wasn't sure if it was sticky or not. He went back, but it ended up being one that was wooden, so just had to just waste a little time going in and out. Then, unfortunately, that Earth Temple route just was a little unlucky. I think he basically ended up full clearing the seed. Looking at his record,
I think there's like 2 locations remaining or accessible. So yeah.
It looks like Ghost Ship and Hyrule.
I think he was also struggling on the tornado part outside of Forbidden Woods.
Oh yeah, that is another thing that should come up a little bit.
Yeah, for the
One of
longest
those-
time, I would go to the middle island, because then it was like, save point. Since if you fall from there, then it just voids you back up.
So
Also-
Shizuku did bombless F1 touchy and tablet. And then all the way to the floating platforms as well.
Wait, bombless?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
So GG's to Kinian, 12th place, the 205.50.
Oh, nice.
I think you can door cancel to the top of Headstone. I think it's a bit more weirder.
You also have to do it blind unless you save the kids.
Yeah. Basically, talk to Crane.
Yeah, exactly.
He loves those sort of stuff.
Yeah, I would usually just do, there's a chest on the platform on the next door reef. You can just store that, it's free. On the one that's all icy. Grab storage on that stone. If you're really in a pinch. I'm trying to remember, I swear it was one of the qualifiers. Somebody took freaking storage from like Ice Ring. It's a headstone, was kind of cool.
I think most people used to do like angular Headstone, didn't they? Super
Super
similar as well.
I'll do that if I have leaf or
Solid
bomb,
PG1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you need bombs or sword to go into the climbable chest storage as well.
but You need bombs and sword or leaf.
Or leaf, yeah, that's
So
You can technically do it with just bombs, but it sucks.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like technically possible, but it's not
I'm
basically.
gonna spend more time trying to do that than just using pair. Like,
So Alex saying that he thinks it was Spy, to which no one is shocked.
The spy, it might have been Butterlord actually.
Also would not shock me.
Yeah.
the master of the high
High risk low
reward.
So true, actually.
Thanks for the flash.
There's PG2 down, moving on to PG3.
Kill the snake. Or the mole dorm, or whatever.
Troll Dorm.
Is that what it's called?
I'm pretty sure it's called the mole dorm phase.
It is a Troll Dorm phase.
Yeah. Yeah, that was clean as hell. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's
Nice
so freaking
spot.
good.
Like, all I'm saying is, like, give Kid Cod a couple more weeks of just, like, a little bit of practice, because I know he hasn't been practicing as much recently.
Yeah.
I could see him climbing a little bit if he opts to do Challenge Cup stuff.
Nice.
Honestly, both him and Daz from the Skyward Sword randomizer. Very, what is the word I'm looking for? Oh, I think of it, GG's to Parker, the Panda. 13th place, 209.23.
GG.
It's another very trick-heavy rando. So, the idea of learning all of the tricks and getting good execution is something that they are very familiar with.
Oh, okay.
I got that kind of sketch
That was close, yeah.
That was really weird.
right on the edge.
Yeah, I feel like some people can get away with like, they're like, it just doesn't matter. You can be super loosey-goosey with it and it still works. And then for me, I'm like, I feel like if anything goes the slightest bit wrong, it always fails for some reason. Like, I don't know what I do different. I'm like, I turn around with like the Wind Waker because until I started doing that, it was super inconsistent and just like other stuff like that. I don't know what's going on.
I just finally stopped using the Wind Waker on it. My turnarounds are consistent enough now to where I can do it. But then
I've been
I
having-
backflip 4 times in Void. It's fine.
Oh yeah. That was unfortunate.
Oh wow, surprised I didn't.
Man, this Ganon is not working.
You have to be behind Ganon.
You have to be behind.
Yeah, if he sees the arrow coming, he dodges. That's like how it works. He'll dodge that one too.
There we go.
That'll work.
But there was one of them that like it really I
It
feel
wasn't
like.
turned around.
Oh yeah, see again, yeah, because he was still.
Not like that. When he jumps like that, man.
Yeah, that's really unlucky.
There you
Because
go.
he just jumped and landed looking right at Zelda, so he saw it coming. Yeah, 2 of those were pretty unlucky. I'm sure. That's one of those instances where it's like, at least as long as you know that talking to Zelda makes her shoot right away. Like, imagine he dodges that many times and you're waiting for her to shoot.
Seriously.
GG.
Right.
GG.
GG's to Kit Kat.
Nice. Very nice.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
GG.
Hey, GG's.
Jeez.
Right, so honestly, I don't think for my skill level, I don't think I played that bad. I just think that some of my decisions were questionable at best and didn't pay off at worst. So there's that.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
You on Restream were the only runner that ended up doing like Temple left side.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, like you had some people that finished with like 10 locations remaining, or like 8 or 6, and I think our lowest on Restream with 2.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I finished with like 3, I think. Or yeah, I finished with 3.
Mhm.
But yeah, I think that no, I don't think there was anything on left side. And I think Bosky was on left side if I remember correctly, but not quite sure.
That sound right to me.
Yeah. But no, honestly, I think a lot of that I was just really aggressive with dungeons. I mean, okay, I mean with Totji it kind of paid off with getting the what's it called, the bracelets, right?
Hmm.
Yeah. The Forbidden Woods, that was just painful because I did like most of it. I tried to do
Yes.
Kale Demus with the bow, didn't
Yeah.
work. Then I just found Boomerang like the next check, which is like great.
That's always how it happens.
Yeah.
It's always how it goes, right?
To be fair, actually, your routing wasn't actually that bad. It was just that you had
Mm.
like bad situation with the tornadoes, the arrows, those sort of stuff.
Right,
But I think
yeah.
in general, like
Yeah.
most of your
I mean,
decisions
yeah.
was pretty much on par with other people.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like in my head, I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna be obviously lower skill than everyone else, so I'm gonna play a little bit more aggressive than I would normally do, and so I kind of that's the thought process behind why I rush dungeon so much. Also, the Stelphos crypts. Was the door open originally?
So
No,
for
like-
whatever reason, there's like a flag or there's like a trigger somewhere, or when you get the big key chest, it opens that.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
for God's sake, I could have finished like. I could have skipped Windfall and like the rest of Pawprint if I'd noticed that, but no. I did that, got Command Melee, then went back, and then
Yeah.
Yeah.
that was
Oh no.
that was painful.
That's one of those like it's like a super weird interaction. So
Yeah.
You have to be aware that if you do leave the big key chest room, there's a chance of soft locking as you.
oh, yeah, if you haven't opened it properly, there's a chance you
Yeah.
can just soft lock.
Okay. Right.
So that's a big caveat.
Apparently,
right.
according to Tanjo, if you pull out a bomb when you open the door, there's less of a chance. But I think this is not well tested yet.
Yeah, because I think it's animation based. I remember
Yeah.
Azer was looking into it and was finding that like if you square yourself up on the door and like turn around and then turn around again, so like do 2 180 turns. It's like when you 180, you're resetting your like idle animation, so it helps. But again, it's not perfect.
Yeah.
I still don't think like we exactly know like 100% why it fails sometimes.
All I'm saying is, to do everything I can. Constantly do big key before Stalfos crypt, and if I soft lock, that just means it's dead. It's that easy.
Yeah. I mean,
Even this
That's
seed
how it
when it
goes.
was a Triforce shard.
Look! Don't let that propaganda skew your thinking. Just stick to
Tube
it.
is like I wasn't running this one, so it didn't matter.
Exactly.
Doesn't count. False info. Bad step.
You can't tell me it's there if I close my eyes.
Exactly.
yeah. I think I also skipped. Someone in chat saying I skipped Ghost Ship. I also skipped. I skipped Ghost Ship, Master Sword Chamber, and like one other check somewhere. I don't know where else, but yeah.
Mhm.
It was like I mean, I probably would have done Ghost Ship earlier, but the Ghost Ship was just always in a really inconvenient place to me. So I was like, I'm gonna hope this is dead.
Yeah, that's the one thing about getting a later ship chart in these settings. It is harder whenever you've like played Song of Passing a ton to be like, okay, I need to go to Ghost Ship. Where's it at? 5-star? Oh, I'm never going there. Cool.
Basically, yeah.
Got mine at like Spectacle or something.
I think it's where mine was gonna be. Yeah.
It just gets so messy. Sometimes it works out fine where it's like at Bomb Island when you go there or at Diamond Step. Like if you get grandma mail and note to mom at different times and you have like FF for another example, it's like, okay, that's a lot of day to night happening here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you get Ghost Ship, super late. You're like, I don't even know where it is. I'll just open it and find out. It just warps right there. Like at this point, there's
Exactly.
no point trying to route it. Like,
Mhm.
yeah. Oh, speaking of, well, I guess it's not that related. I was just thinking about it. Freaking like, I guess sort of vanilla Cabana Deed. I thought that was kind of funny. The
Oh,
vanilla
yeah.
bottle. I think it was vanilla bottle, right? Is that where I got it from? I actually don't. I don't remember. Didn't we
Cabana
have a
Oh
bottle?
yeah, the from Mila.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh, fun.
It was funny. I think if I remember correctly, Shizuku I don't think ever did Mila.
No, they
Oh.
didn't. Yeah.
But there was another bottle somewhere else, so they ended up getting that one instead.
Yeah. Oh yeah, wait, what? Do we know? Was there a pearl on Mail somewhere? It's like trying to think about that. Because I guess Mail was on the path to Tower of the Gods.
I think it was what Mail locked. Mail had a Tingle statue which locked Bait Bag, which locked Deku Leaf, which is required for
okay.
Logi. Yeah.
Because I was thinking about them, like whatever Mail had as like the path. I'm like, I don't even like.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was, and I was even thinking too, like,
Yeah.
apparently, like Outset was path to Earth Temple. Was that the hammer in Tower of the Gods behind the Dinsboro?
Oh. Did we get a shield on Outset? I thought we got a shield.
Oh, we did get a
got
shield.
a
We did
shield.
get a shield.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah,
That's right. Okay, never mind. Never
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah, I mean, like I like the Mail one. I didn't figure that until like later on in the seed, because like a lot of the seed for me was like, I wonder what this is. But then it's like, oh yeah, Tingle statues exist. But yeah.
Yeah, pretty much the only hint that I used was Top of Headstone, something for Forbidden Woods. Everything else was moot.
Yeah.
Oh no,
yeah, I mean,
Bomb Island being never mind. Bomb Island having something for Tower of the Gods. That was the other
I was
one.
about to say, like, if you go through all of the paths, the Outset Joe Hollow was for the shield, Stone Kydamus was for the leaf, Mail was for that chain, and Bomb Island was dumb. So, like,
oh yeah, Bomb Island, that was fun.
That was pretty funny.
Go into Toji, get the bracelets, go out of Toji, get like the mirror shield, then get the bomb bag, then go back into Toji to beat it. Yeah, no, not fun.
yeah.
Wait a minute, wasn't bombs on Bomb Island yesterday too?
I don't remember. Maybe.
I did
What did
3
we-
seeds yesterday, so I might be like, it might have been one of the other ones. They all
I was
blend
about to
together at
say,
this point.
I ran the one
Wow.
yesterday, but I can't remember a while. While being less than 24 hours, but
I have no idea. Yeah, it's an
Alrighty
interesting scene.
then. So this was a tame seed. Like,
yeah.
Chuz is like disappointed.
if Crystal complains now, I don't even know what to do. Like, this was chill.
I mean, I'd argue this is one of the better seeds, I feel, out of all of them in the quals.
I would argue that this was a pretty mid. It was not a jet by any means, but it was not the worst it ever could have been.
Hey, but at least you got a leaf this time, Crystal. You know?
True.
Leaf does always take the sting out of a seed.
It really does.
Yeah, early leaf's always nice.
I broke Crystal. Alrighty. Yeah, so these were the qualifiers. I hope you all enjoyed it. Just a quick mention of the fact that the standings are not final yet. There will be a couple of days for everybody to consider if they want to join brackets or not, if they made top 24 or not. In that case, they need to opt out. And the deadline for the opt-out will be July 20th, with the brackets starting July 22nd. So that's all the info you need. Keep a close eye on the Discord and on the standings page for more information. Due to the amount of runners in the qualifiers, top 24 will make brackets. And yeah, that's basically all she wrote. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you to Tuba and to Kofra and to Gold and also to Derek for volunteering. And yeah, that's it. Thank you all for watching. Take it easy and bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.